Ralph Parr, amazing man, wonderful individual that I had the privilege to meet and spend time with. Uh, he gave a speech to the 4th Fighter Wing at Seymour Johnson because he was a chief. He was part of the Eagle Squadrons in Korea. And he flew under that banner. So when I called him and I said, hey, the Chiefs would like you to come give a speech for a dining out, he said yes. And I picked him up at the airport. Wonderful guy. So much fun. Laughing all the time. The stories he told were just fascinating. He will tell you the story, and many of you have heard the story, when he went against probably 16 MiGs to 1. On that story, he told me, and he told the audience, that he was up at 40 plus thousand feet, and he saw a glint down on the deck. And this is going to be a theme with his story. His eyesight was amazing. He would see things that no one else could see. Chuck Yeager was like that. Eddie Rickenbacker was like that. They had good vision. That was the radar of the times past. They could see things. So he saw a glint, and he asked his squadron lead, he's like, hey, boss, can I go after it? He's like, yeah, go. So he dove. And he said he almost broke the Mach in the dive and pulled out. And when he pulled out, he was right with the lead MiGs in his sight. But he looked, and he's like, 4 became 8, 8 became 16. 16 MiGs in him. So what did he do? Just like a awesome fighter pilot he was, he went after the lead, gunned him, and killed him. Dropped him. Right there. And then he had Shooters Odds and went after the rest of the formation. So Ralph went on to be a double ace, 10 kills in Vietnam. Not Vietnam, sorry. In Korea. And he went on beyond that, and he flew F-4s in Vietnam. Did close air support missions. The first aircraft he flew in Korea was the F-80. It's a straight wing aircraft made for close air support, so bombing. So that's what he did. And the best story he told to me was in the car taking him to the airport. And he said, Doc, I got another story to tell. I said, what? He's like, I was flying a P-80. I was like, okay. He said, I was flying down the road, and I'd follow the roads, look for tanks, whatever I could do to bomb, strafe, whatever. And he said, I looked to my left, and I saw a Chinese or Korean soldier off to the left. And I saw that soldier pull his rifle from his shoulder down and start to aim. And that soldier fired. And the bullet from that rifle came up and it hit Parr's canopy. And he said it shattered my canopy. He said, and I reached up and I cut my finger because air was coming in, and I reached up and I touched the broken glass and it cut my finger. And he paused, we're in the car driving to the airport, and he paused, and I look at him, he's smiling. I'm like, well, what did you do? He's like, I rolled in and I cut him in half with my 50 cals. And he didn't tell that story at the dining out because, it's kind of brutal. But, he told the story to me. And it's just one of many, many stories. And I regret that I did not get to meet him at the Randolph Officers Club, which he frequently went to. He lived in the San Antonio area when he retired, and he would go there and tell stories to young pilots that were going up through the service, and really respected for doing that. And so, I respect my moments with him, and so that's why I dedicate this video to him. Ralph, we all miss you.